Let's see how we can add a validation to our date so that the user will be forced to type a date in a proper format. In order to do so, I'm going to convert the input date field to be a regular text field, so we'll simulate basically what happens in a browser that doesn't support the date field. So to do so, I'm gonna rename my input type to be text. I'll get rid of the initialization in our controller.js, so this will be a comment for now. I'll save that, and that should be sufficient. And we're going to use a new directive, which is ngPattern, and is, as you can imagine, a directive that accepts a regular expression as an input parameter. Therefore, I'll type ngPattern equals, and inside the single quotes, I'm going to paste a regular expression, a standard one that will basically enforce the date format to be year with 4 digits, month with 2 digits, and day with 2 digits as well, and dashes in between. So in our case, this is our regular expression. And we want also to change the message, the error message, the validation message, to say something different, and will be please enter the date in the y-month-day format. Okay, so we can save that, and we can take a look at our page. As you can see, the predefined calendar, the date format is no longer there. We have only a placeholder that is asking the user to enter the date in this format. Let's enter a date in the date field, so we're going to be sure that our change is working correctly. Let's type a proper date for now, so I'll type 2015-10-01, and the validation is gone. If I type 11, the validation is gone. If I type 12 with December, the validation is gone, but if I type 13, the validation is still there, because the date is not in a proper format and there's no such month as the 13th month. In the same way, if I type a year with more than 4 digits, the validation will trigger. So the ngPattern directive is doing its job. The last thing we have to do is to make the input date required. It makes sense for an event, and we're talking about live events, not online, so they must have a date. So let's do that immediately. There's no need for me to tell you how to make this field required, right? So it will be required. And let's remove as well the forced check on the dirty form, so the message will be shown every time. Here we are again, and as you can see, the validation message is being shown as soon as the user opens the page, which is okay. Time for a spoiler alert. What will happen in your opinion if I type a wrong set of fields? So I'll type the 2900 of the 12/01. So the 1st December in 2900. So I'm expecting that if I keep filling the fields, so I'm entering also an event name, an event description, even though this is not mandatory. There are also other required fields, but I won't fill those in. So I'll just click on submit, and I'm expecting that due to the validation that we've added, I won't see any event on the right side of my screen. But is this what is going to happen? Let's try immediately. Submit, and no, it's not working as we were expecting, because there's one more thing we need to do. We'll talk about that in the next lesson.